Hey everyone, this is week 10 of building Wellsworth, and I gotta say I'm very happy with the progress. As you can probably see next to me right now, this week we focused on the roofs, all three of them. I was kind of surprised that I can say all three of them because didn't think I had enough of these little brown slopes. I did. So this week, like I said last week, I kind of dividing up my parts. I'm only going to focus on this idea, not use all my parts as quick as possible and wait to order more. I do plan on making an order sometime this week because I do need more parts. But without further ado, let's get in and see how I finish off all three of these roofs. So last time I worked on the signal box, we were actually over at my desk. Unfortunately, due to some part searching, we'll say, I have some bags and some stuff, and the desk is completely trashed, completely covered. So instead we're going to be kind of working this little front corner here. Another reason why I haven't worked on this front corner is it is, pardon me, a good spot to kind of do some building when I got to do stuff like this. So, as we know, go ahead, turn it around. The signal box is kind of missing part of the roof. The backside, I ordered in, I want to say 200, maybe 300 of these slopes, and that should be more than enough to finish this. The goal is to finish this off here, and the interior, or the entire exterior, except for the little staircase, which I will be building, will be complete. With that being said, that leaves me with a question. Do I make an interior? On one hand, when I put the lid back on, or the, not the lid, the roof, you can't really see in there. However, I feel this is something I will be saving from this mock. As in, outside of the locomotives, usually I don't save stuff from my mock, but I really like this stage, or the signal box, and I think I'm going to keep it and kind of just tuck it up there along with some other builds, which means that signal box will be coming down and being dismantled if I decide to keep it. I think I'd rather keep Wellsworth signal box than random signal box up there. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I will take that other one apart. So I'm leaning towards making an interior. Please comment below. Let me know what you think about the idea of an interior. It will be a lot more, or a lot better, than the interior of, this station where I just put kind of some stuff in there to symbolize, chairs and a little fish tank for the fun of it, and a desk, just so if you looked into the windows you could see stuff, even though I'm going to have express coaches and stuff here, so you probably won't be able to look into it. I'll actually go ahead and take time and do an interior, so please comment below, let me know what you think. I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of this roof together. So I will see you in several seconds. So here we are. We got the entire back side of the roof done. Last time you saw it, the whole middle part was empty. Now the whole thing's done. You can also see I put a white window frame in here. I think I'm going to switch it back to black until I can get a hold of a dark green, or the earth green. I believe the new Diagon Alley, one of the buildings in there, has a green door and green door frame. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to try to get a hold of that part if I can. That way the whole thing will be, all the detailing on here will be the dark green as you see in the show. If I have to go black, I have to go black. I'm not too concerned because it does blend in, and because when you look at it on the mock, you're going to be looking at it from this angle, so you're not even going to see it. You'll just see the ladder going up, which is going to be in the same earth green color for sure. But I'm really excited. I'm really happy, especially because, as I said earlier, I am going to keep this once the build is done. So I think that does mean I'm going to do an interior. I don't know if I'm going to do the interior this episode or in a later episode, but we'll see. I'm going to go ahead and put this back on. And we're going to go ahead and actually move on to the next part of the segment, which continues not with the signal box, but with the main station building. Alright, so as you can see here, I got a nice big bag of brown slopes. Unfortunately, I do have to lean over and work over all of this, but that's kind of minor in my opinion. So I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do this yet. I have an idea of how I want to do it, but I'm not sure. The roof is not going to be able to come off. Once it's on, and that's okay, especially because these back wall sections, they're very flimsy. Because they are just single pillars. Initially, I didn't like pillar building. That's what I call it when I just build, take one set of bricks and just build up. I originally didn't like it. However, when you're using these type of detailed bricks, it looks best when you do that, and then you find a plate or some way to kind of connect them all together, which is what I've been able to do when I use this part in here, the brick with the studs, to make the canopy, and the same you'll see over here. So I'm going to go ahead and get working on that and see what it looks like. I really don't know how, again, I know kind of how I want to do it, but we'll see if it works. So I'll check back in with you guys in a couple minutes and see how it's going. Okay, so this is what we have so far. This is about 10, 20 minutes of work, and I think it's looking pretty good right now, actually. What happened was I actually left to do some homework, and then I came back because, as you all know, homework is very important right now. Anyone who's in college and school knows that you probably just took your midterms last week or are taking them now. So I took my break, got this done. So this is what 4 high looks like, and this is what 3 high looks like. I do think 4 high, like I kind of figured out last week, is the best decision. Now, why do I hate that? Because, like I said last week, I'm a couple bricks short when it comes to these angled slopes, if it focuses. Oh no, it doesn't look like it focused on my end. I don't think it did. Oh, now it did, I think. But these slopes here, so I'm like 2 to 4 short there. But the 4 height looks great. But what does that also mean? More of these slopes are going to be needed, but I think I have enough actually to complete this main building, which would be really nice and really cool. Though it'd be fun to say, yes, we get this building done too. I knew once I changed the height, I wasn't going to have enough of these parts, and though I ordered an extra, I ordered not enough extra. So I'm going to go ahead, place that order here very soon. Unfortunately, when I made my order last week, I completely forgot about them. Since it was such a new realization, I forgot about them. So those parts won't be in until I make my next order, which I do think will be this week, because I have a secondary small project I'm working on for my family's holiday setup. Now, I'm going to go ahead, see how much more it's going to take to finish this off. It's not completely stable, but I'm not too worried, because once I pretty much get the chimneys on, that's it, and I will never be touching the roof again. So I'm going to go ahead, again, pardon me for clearing my throat. I don't know what it is. I got something in my throat driving me insane today. I'm going to go ahead, build this part, and let's see what happens. So great news. We did exactly what I thought I was going to be able to, and that is completely finish the roof on the main station building. Looks fantastic, looks great. Now I do need to build the chimneys. However, since I used the last few of my parts here for another brake van, I'm going to actually have to go ahead and order them like another 20 or 30, just so I have some on hand. But it's looking great. I'm very happy. You can see a couple of the older bricks I used, which I don't mind. Adds a little texture to the build. But what I wasn't sure we were going to be able to do is this. The second, I apologize, someone's walking across upstairs. But the second station building roof is done, except for these 2 corner pieces. If you remember, last week I talked about how I knew I was short these 2. So outside of that, both of these roofs are done, and we got the signal box roof done, which is a lot more than I thought we'd get done. I thought we'd get part of this roof done or even just started. I kind of guessed. I think I ordered in like 400 or 500 of these. So I'm really happy with the outcome. I can't complain at all. Very happy. So this week has been extremely successful. That's for sure. I think I'm going to be ending off the video here, but I'm not sure yet. I'm kind of going to look around, see if there's anything else we should do. But otherwise, if this is the last little bit, let's head out to the outro. Okay, and that was week 10. Like I said, we got a lot of progress done, at least in my opinion. I did not think I was going to be able to get both roofs done. Something you might be able to see in this shot, I'm not sure, is I did start kind of laying out the canopy for the second building. I didn't show that in the building or in the segment just because I didn't actually think about it until afterwards. I had the roof on. I was like, all right, we're all done. And then I quickly slapped it together. I'm like, it's not worth a couple more seconds to talk about this. Next week, we're either going to talk about detail or we're going to talk about the footbridge. As a lot of you know, or at Wellsworth, there's a footbridge that crosses over just in this area. I've been looking at some stuff. I actually might have to modify the platforms now that I'm looking at it. I could be wrong, but maybe not. Yeah, I might have to extend out a platform, which might mean I'm short a couple bricks, unfortunately. Now, what is left? As you know, for the roof, I don't have these two corner pieces, which kind of stinks, but I'm going to be ordering those in. Also, there are no chimneys yet. As you also know, or you might know, Wellsworth has 2 chimneys on each building. My goal is to get the parts in for that in this next order as well. Granted, in total, it's probably 40 parts max. I'm short in these nougat or nougat colored masonry bricks, but I am short them. Since I have started a family project for the holiday setup, I have used a few of my last ones, along with I built another brake van using these nougat pieces, using the other side as like paneling, like I did with Toad. And unfortunately, I'm all out right now. So hopefully in a couple weeks when the order comes in, we'll be able to finish off the roofs. And if I need to extend out the platform, we'll do that then as well. But I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this segment. And that's it. So I will see you in my next video.